everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video has a little bit of everything, including cleaning, a grocery haul, a delicious and nutritious fall and winter recipe. So let's get into it. So this was a Sunday night while my husband was putting our daughter to bed, and I am just cleaning whatever I can get done, and whatever I see just needs cleaned. I would love to say that I do a Sunday reset and I do the same thing every Sunday night, but the truth is that I don't. I just clean whatever I can and whatever I have the energy for. And so that's exactly what we're doing tonight. I just really wanted to tackle our stainless steel appliances and counters, just give some things a deep clean before I mopped the next day. I just wanted to say, if you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here and coming back to watch this video and my other videos. I truly appreciate it. I really hope you all are doing well and enjoying the fall weather wherever you are. It's been a beautiful, mild week where we live, and we've done a lot of playing outside, which is always a win when you have small children. Wiping down this light fixture is something that rarely happens, and it was one of those things where I was just bouncing from thing to thing cleaning, and I just thought, you know what, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna hop up here and I'm gonna get this done. And then in the next clip, I'm cleaning our countertops, and you know, there are some nights when you really want to clean your countertops and you take everything off and you really give it a good wipe down, whereas most nights you're not gonna move everything and you just kind of quickly wipe it down. So I really just wanted to get everything really nice and clean in terms of surfaces for when I would mop the next day. Are you guys the type of people that have a stool to help you reach things in your kitchen? Because I'm not. I don't know why I don't have a stool in our kitchen or really anywhere in our home. And so I just climb on everything, and that's how I get things done like that. This week has been a little crazier for us. My daughter is currently sick. Our dog just got neutered, and he also had an umbilical hernia repaired. And we found out that we are having a baby girl. So we are so excited. So a couple not so great things, but another exciting thing. And our daughter is so excited to have a little sister. And let me just tell you guys, we are so excited. I cannot wait for her to have a sister so close in age. And here's an awesome cleaning hack for you guys. So if you have any sort of what looks like a scratch on your countertops. And we have quartz countertops, so I can't speak for anything else. But if you use a little bit of this Barkeeper's Friend cream cleanser that I talked about in one of my previous videos in cleaning the composite sink, it takes any of these what look like scratches right off. Here we are in the next day. This is Monday, and typically every Monday I go and pick up my groceries from curbside pickup at Walmart. So let's go ahead and get into this grocery haul. I picked up some more Barkeeper's Friend and a new mop head. Here is some things to make stew. I made a stew recipe this week in the crock pot. Always gotta have stuff for grilled cheese, lots of fruit. We go through a ton of fruit in this house. Milk, waffles. I always have those on hand for the morning. Oats. I made a baked oatmeal recipe. And then I also had some things to make some sliders. Sunday afternoon, I did run to the grocery store to grab some ingredients to make homemade chicken noodle soup, and that recipe will be shown later in the video. And here I just quickly reorganized my fridge when I put all my groceries in. I didn't really have time or want to clean it. It didn't really need cleaned this time, so I just quickly took things out that didn't need to be in there and put everything back in. I did want to let you guys know that I do plan on filming a undecorate and decorate with me video for Christmas. I'm super pumped. I have been collecting just a few things here and there. I do have a good amount of Christmas decor that I really love and I just stick with every year. But I did add some things this year and I am so excited to decorate and get that video out for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below some of your favorite Christmas traditions. This recipe is a homemade chicken noodle soup that is so delicious and really nutritious. So first I'm just starting out with a couple tablespoons of butter, and this recipe actually calls for olive oil, but I just think it's better with butter. Here I'm going to throw in some onion, some carrot, and some celery and let that get nice and soft. Once the veggies are soft, and that's about 5 to 8-ish minutes or so, I add a little bit of minced garlic and give that a stir. Next, we're adding 64 ounces of chicken broth and then 2 cups of water, and go ahead and give that a stir. Then go ahead and add your seasoning, so half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and then a couple bay leaves. Then we're going to add some chicken, and for this recipe I used a rotisserie chicken from the store. It has so much good flavor. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that to a boil. Once your water is boiling, go ahead and add your pasta, and you're going to cook that for about 10 minutes or so. Then remove the bay leaves and you are all set. It is so delicious, and if I'm being honest, I don't love cooking, and when I do cook I want to make it easy. So if I can do a one pot meal or a crock pot meal, that's what I'm gonna do. Here I'm just doing my typical cleanup after dinner, and if you're wondering why we only have 3 chairs instead of 4, that 4th chair bit the dust this past week. These chairs, although they're beautiful, they were very cheaply made, and I got them for what I thought was a good price, and it probably was, but not for the longevity. They completely came unglued, and so they weren't the greatest, and we really need to get a new set of chairs. If you've got a sink full of dishes, go ahead and get them done together with me. And I thought I would take this time to talk about a couple podcasts that I have been loving recently. The first one is Raising Boys and Girls, and the other one is Parenting with Ginger Hubbard. And I will say that both of these are from a Christian worldview, which I am a Christian. I do love Jesus, and I really try my best to emulate Jesus in my parenting, and it can be really hard some days, and sometimes you just need some practical implications and also some encouragement. And both of these podcasts do an awesome job of just that, giving you practical things to think about with your children, what stages of development they're going through, all of those kinds of things that can be really helpful when you're in motherhood. I love to throw on a podcast when we are going somewhere, especially on Monday morning when we're grabbing our groceries. And typically I do an outing almost every single day if we can, just to get out of the house, get some fresh air, go somewhere, give us something to do, some exposure, a play date, the library, those kinds of things. So when I'm on my way there, I typically try to listen to a podcast, and then on the way home, I'll flip on some music for my daughter. She loves music, and so I always say, okay, mommy's gonna listen to her podcast or listen to something that she wants to listen to, and then on the way home we can listen to some music or something that she wants to listen to. we decided that I was going to stay home after lots of prayer and thought. I knew this was something that I was going to take seriously. As a wife and a mom, I am the gatekeeper of our home, and I've learned a lot about being disciplined in homemaking and how that brings about so much more peace to our lives. I want our home to be a resting place for my family and also a retreat for guests that we have in our home. And lately, I've been specifically practicing hospitality more often, and it's been a huge blessing to our family. And here is proof that our home is not always tidy and clean. My daughter has a lot of fun in here, and that's exactly the goal. I really struggle with the whole, if your house is messy, your kids are having fun. If your house is too clean, then they're not having any fun. But I find that when our home is tidy, mentally, I feel better. My husband feels calm and at peace. And also my daughter plays better when things are put away and back where they go, and then she can get everything out, dump it, play freely. And I feel like she plays better that way too. So I just don't feel like there's a whole lot of truth to that. I do feel like a clean home is a peaceful home. And even though some nights I'm just exhausted, I always remind myself that I have so much to be thankful for. Even as I clean up her playroom in the evening, just thinking about, I have a daughter to clean up after. I have dishes to clean. I have, things to pick up and to tidy. And so this is a really good perspective for me to have. Nights when I'm mopping are another great time for me to listen to podcasts. And typically, in terms of mopping, I mop every 1 to 2 weeks. It really varies here depending on what's going on. Are we having people in our home? What does our week look like? It really just changes and ebbs and flows based off of our schedule. Before I vacuum our floors, I always make sure to start a pot of water, get it boiled, and have it ready for mopping. Hot water is a game changer when it comes to cleaning floors. It cleans really well, it sanitizes. And then I always add just a little bit of pine salt to the water. That's all I put in there. And I do use the Ocedar Spin Mop. And I've used this thing for probably 3 years. It's my favorite. I think it just cleans so well. The microfiber mop head is awesome. And today I had a fresh mop head, which if you use this, you know that a fresh mop head cleans so much better than if you washed it. And typically I wash it several times and use it over and over. But today I had a fresh one, so that was super nice. If you stuck around this long, thank you for being here. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.